a failure.
There you go.
There you go.
Cool.
Okay.
And
Roll that 9. Keep your fate point. I believe in you.
one of these times it's got to happen.
1 out of every 10 times. One would assume.
Statistically,
You would think I've used it like 6 times already.
I mean, there's still
You
9
have
more.
one left. Yeah, you have one
All
left.
right. No, but you're able to. You start lagging back, and you look over your shoulder and see this swarm, and you run faster. You
Man, I'm
you
getting kinda
basically
tired.
Forrest
No, not-
Gump it, like you're lagging behind, and then you see that, and you use your weirdly long legs and arms to just lope forward. Past
Run,
most of the
Modius,
people.
run!
All right,
Yep.
you guys enter the hangar, and at this point, you are close enough to hear the transmission from your pilot. Acolytes, this is pilot designation Omega Sigma 4 Alpha 759 Eagle. Immediately return to the vessel. The Vigil is under attack. Message repeats every 3 seconds. And it does just repeat every 3 seconds.
Ah, shit. Okay, let's just run. Void suit on. Go, go, go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reply since we can hear it now. We've been out of range. We are heading into the hangar hut. Be prepared for immediate takeoff.
I am more than prepared, Inquisitor Acolytes. I have been waiting to burn the taint of the Xenos, their tendrils seeping into the Vigil's glory.
Fucking.
All right.
Run.
I don't have. I want to reply to that, but the pilot's too intense for
Nope.
everyone.
Nope, not happening.
Alright.
Is the pilot's name just Pilot?
You don't know his name. You know his
Pilot number
pilot
3.
designation
He
number
doesn't
now.
need a name.
Omega
the
Sigma
number.
4. That's the man replaced his eyeballs with cables. I don't think he wants a name.
Oh, check this out, because this may never happen. I am void accustomed, so 0 or low gravity is not difficult terrain for me.
It's funny, you think that that would never come into play.
Well, I'm gonna be the first one to the fucking ship, bitches.
Because as you enter the hangar, you are in the void, and you have to use the magnetic
shit.
boots of your
No.
void suits.
No, grappling hook.
Grappling hook?
Grappling.
So, yeah, give me a ballistic skill check. It's going to be easier here. It's much more open, and there's a lot more shit to grapple onto. Go ahead and give me a ballistic skill check plus 20. You are still trying to escape the horde, by the way.
Oh,
Okay.
I pull ahead.
Yeah, you just as soon as you guys exit the secondary bulkhead chamber that would equalize the pressure, you just see Barbosa lumber out a few steps with his grab boots, point out his grappling hook, and just whip out into the hangar, just
Can I
floating
grab onto
through.
his belt? We're weightless now, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not
man, let's form a
that's not
human
bad
chain.
That's not a
Um,
bad idea. I'm gonna shoot mine as well, Modis. You want to grab on?
Absolutely.
Give
you
me
guys,
give me a agility check minus 20
Okay.
for whoever wants to daisy chain, and if you have a talent or something that you think will affect you, let me know.
Okay. There's the roll I've been waiting for on a willpower.
Okay.
So it's just an additional minus on this.
I've got the trait I just gave you, the void accustomed. So, and I also have strangely jointed limbs, so I'm hoping I could actually grab on easier.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I got
Go
for you.
ahead and take plus 10 to this roll to grab on.
And I'll be grappling as well.
Okay, ballistic skill plus 20.
So is that negative 10 overall, or plus 10 overall?
You wouldn't have any negative.
Oh, I thought you said
Oh
originally.
wait, yeah, minus 20. I gave you plus 10.
Yeah.
Your void of custom, make it flat.
Okay.
Ballistic skill plus 20, so yeah, I make it.
Oh, so close.
All right. So,
Modis, no!
yeah, Lothos, what was your
That's a good roll
12.
too.
12? Okay. So yeah, you whip forward as well, keeping pace with Barbosa as you guys whip towards the rent in the hangar.
What
The
is supposed to grab
small sparking lights of the thrusters of this modified Thunderhawk glinting far off in the distance.
Man,
So,
somebody just had to push for the reskin to first edition. We could have hopped into any old ship, and I could have gotten us out of here when I was still an ace.
you could technically still try. It would be Heresy, but...
Would have been before, is all I'm saying.
Heresy. What's really heresy?
What is Heresy, really?
What is Heresy?
Pretty much anything out of the normal.
Alright,
What is heresy? Sounds like a middle school assembly they give in Warhammer.
just nice
Right
little
up there with
cartoons. In the Scala Progenitum.
This is just Space Marine sitting on a chair backwards to
So,
rap with the kids.
the Scala Progenitum is often referred to as, like, the anime high school of 40k. It's basically where all the teenagers go and get assigned their role within the Imperium. And it's a weird place. We don't really talk about it. We don't question it, how it
Of course it
exists or
is.
how it functions.
How certain children just get shift off to their like deaths
Well, I mean, yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
God,
I mean, is
I
that
just
really
wanna
that
go
much
do-
different from normal life?
You guys are gonna love the Death Corps Krieg.
Can we just do like a prequel game, Breakfast Club style? We've got me as the nerd.
Hell yeah!
Lothos is the quiet loner. Barbosa's the jock. Modius is the rich kid.
If you guys ever do like Space Marine side game, we'll do that. You guys can all be from the different chapters.
That's amazing.
All right. Who failed again? Modius and Phalos.
We failed our agility. To
Yeah. So
grab-
now you guys can do your the check that we had before to move forward. It's going to be a minus 10 because of the void.
No,
I keep
folks,
that as
not
a
for
flat then
Modius,
with
right?
the.
But not for Modius, yes.
Okay.
And then Barbosa and Lothus, you guys don't have to worry about it, all right? Phalos, you being void accustomed. Phalos, you just being a tech priest, I guess. Still dragging this, which is now
that was,
weightless.
That's the willpower.
Oh, okay.
That was the willpower to see about my minus 10.
You,
I'm
you,
gonna have
you know,
to-
you're on top of your willpowers tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Like,
I'm sorry, you said it was minus 10 or minus 20 for.
Minus 10.
Tennyson.
Now, does the help from the
Well,
Mastiff
the
change
bag
at
is
all?
now weightless.
Okay.
The dog is now weightless as well. The dog does not have magnetic feet.
So the dog, I'm just dragging all of it, but it's weightless.
Pretty much. The dog is clamped onto the bag still, and you are dragging them through space.
Cool beans. All right, so I don't have the minus 10 for the willpower, but I do have the minus 10 for void.
Both of you are attempting to get through this hangar in this void. There is a lot of space debris now, which there wasn't before, and there seem to be more holes in the hull of the ship, but maybe that's your imagination. But you guys are falling behind. So as Barbosa and Lothos whip ahead, you guys getting closer to the rent than you probably thought you would, floating, using the zero space to essentially torpedo yourselves forward. Phalos and Modius, you guys are still advancing. You're falling a little bit behind. Phalos, you failed last time as well, correct?
No.
No, that was Lothos, right?
First for both of us.
Yeah.
Okay. So Lothos has a failure, and Modius, no, you have a failure. As you guys are running through the hangar, you don't hear because there's no noise in a vacuum. But you turn over your shoulder to see the bulkhead explode out, and these gene stealers erupt out from this corridor like a boil being lanced, exploding out and expanding across this hangar, moving through the zero-G with these huge hooking claws and launching themselves forward or skittering along the walls and floor.
Good thing we decided to go off the fucking ship. Definitely the smart move.
All right. All right, so third, final round. do your things.
Used me twice over.
Um,
I could have ferric lured myself to this ship in second edition.
Lothos and Barbosa, I'm going to give you guys a plus 20
Do an agility test.
to whatever you want to do for this round.
Okay.
Damn, I'm just on top of it.
4. That is 4.
4. Okay.
So plus 20, and then am I still?
No, just for Phalos or no, just for Lothos and Barbosa because they grappling hook to head.
I barely missed that shit.
Yeah. So you guys can roll anything that you think will help you get ahead. Like I said before, damage is not really going to be effective. So like saying I turn and like open fire, there's too many of them.
Okay, what about this? What if I turn around and I shoot my gun and use it as a propulsion system?
That's not actually how physics work.
Great attempt.
Fully auto. Brrrr.
You're ahead of us. You're spraying into us.
You would honestly probably just fucking rotate and spin around rapidly as the force of each explosion punched you into a different direction. You'd be like a hedgehog of bullets.
Could I vent my respirator system to just like give a little
Jet yourself forward? Fuck yeah, you can. Get a...
So wait, so Tech Priest farts work, but bullets don't?
Well, he's jetting himself forward.
Plus,
He's also gonna start having to do checks against suffocation since he just vented his oxygen. But I will give you a plus 30.
All right. Still a strength roll.
Whatever you want. Strength, athletics.
Okay. So plus 20 overall. I'm gonna fate point
My
that.
dude.
Oof. Yeah,
It's
definitely.
coming. You thought you got
I
rid
was
of
doing
it.
so good.
It was a
I'm
trick.
fate point
It was a trap.
I've only failed one.
Flashbacks to the
willpower. It's gotta
Saxon.
be okay.
Also,
What the hell? No!
wait, Phalos, you have a plus 30, not a plus 20.
That's true.
I have a minus 10. Cause of the
Oh,
void.
fuck.
It's true.
Damn it.
Damn you!
All right.
So-
The suffocate for nothing.
You do launch yourself forward, gaining significant distance and outpacing the Gene Stealers for the moment. But you do, as you're floating forward now, having pushed off of the ground using the zero gravity to launch yourself forward like Lothos and Barbosa, one of your limbs kinks off the wing of one of these hangared Valkyries and fucks up your angle. You're kind of canted off now towards the side. You're still advancing, but you are at a point where you will interact with the Gene Stealers faster than everyone else will. You see?
Yeah.
You also, now every round will give me a toughness check of increasing difficulty
Cool.
to not suffocate and die.
Cool.
Cool.
Modius, what are you doing?
I will repeat my efforts with my talent of being void accustomed.
Okay.
I would also pull out my metal staff
Okay.
and use that to try and paddle myself along as whatever is near.
I'll give you a plus 10.
Oh man, you can't.
I mean, hey, what the fuck else am I gonna do?
Yeah, I mean,
You can't teleport anymore, can you, Modius?
Nope.
Damn.
That would be awesome right now. I'd be,
Just like-
I'd be sitting at the ship eating popcorn right now, waiting for you motherfuckers.
Did the sprint talent still give me a plus 10?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Or is
Yes.
that gone? 'Cause
With 5
would-
degrees
it
of
would have.
success, can I grab a hold?
that changes it
of
from
Phalos.
0.3 fails to 0.7 successes.
okay.
So he doesn't go flying off.
So you don't go flying off. You do vent your oxygen. You're still going to have to do
Well,
the toughness
that's-
checks.
Worth it.
But Modius, you fucking launch yourself forward with your gangly arms, and you hook on to the tip of a Valkyrie with a long thrust. Just essentially do effectively the same thing that the grappling hooks did. You are now floating through 0G at a very quick rate towards the right.
It's a good feeling.
Who else? Barbosa, you failed.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, on this, I think it's the same
Okay,
go around
yeah.
as this one. Yeah,
And then Lothos.
barely failed.
Yeah, last check that was like a +20 and everything.
Mhm.
I'll roll again, but yeah. Probably this was the one I rolled a 4 on.
Oh, you passed? Okay.
Yeah.
So, Lothos, you were the first one to make it to the DZ. You also are able to angle yourself down to the LZ and connect back with the hull. The rest of you are still floating through 0G now.
Who's the furthest away at the moment?
The furthest away would be
Phalos, I think.
probably Phalos, yeah.
Okay. I don't know how well this is gonna work, but how close is he to Gene Stillers? Like, is he like? What I'm pretty much gonna do is I'm gonna try to shoot the grappling hook at him, and then yoink him towards me, since I'm pretty much mag boot down and everything else.
Okay.
Keep in mind, it does act as a crossbow
Yeah.
when you shoot somebody.
So here's the thing, though. He's wearing advanced armor and it's primitive, so his armor's doubled
Yeah.
against resisting it.
I got all sorts of soak then.
Against primitive, yeah, your guys' unless your guys' armor is primitive, it is doubled.
So
That applies to you guys using primitive weapons as well.
So I'm going to shoot Phalos and bring him the fuck over here.
Okay, give me a ballistic skill check.
Okay then.
-10.
-10. Would I get the possibility to aim at all or no?
No, since this is all in one turn.
Okay then. Ballistic skill -10, so that's a 26. Want to give fate point to boost me up by 10 or reroll? You know what? Roll's been kind to me tonight. Here's hoping. Okay.
What'd you get, Spaz?
28. I'm fucking 2 points away. I'm gonna have to reroll it.
You already used a fate point.
Did I already use fate
You
point?
said you used a fate point
No, he
for the
was
plus
talking
10.
about he did not use the plus
Oh.
10.
No, if I used the +10, I would have passed.
Oh, well. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Use your fate point.
Oh, come on, please. It's gonna be hard to get lower than this, but no, 46.
Yeah. All right.
I tried. Just
I'm
But
trying
now
to-
you have a gene stealer now attached to the.
fucking just swipe it with the monoblade.
You try to aim, your shot goes wide. Phalos also probably actively tries to dodge it as it whistles past him. Well, not whistle because there's no vibration in space. But yeah, you do not hit. Okay.
I should have went for the +10. I would have passed.
The pilot is now close, and he comes in and makes his landing descent hovering there. The ramp opens up. The guardsman in the void suit begins thundering out with his autocannon into the Gene Stealer horde. Again, not really enough to slow them down, but he is taking out a lot of them as just the silence of space mutes the what you would imagine the like organ shaking thundering of this gun as huge rounds just rip past you and tear out entire organs and chunks the size of watermelons out of these things. Lothos, you are able to get aboard. The rest of you, how do you intend to get back down?
That depends on the answer to this.
Get back
question.
down. What do you mean?
You guys are all floating around in 0G.
I'm zipping through space on a grappling hook. What are you talking about?
You failed your acrobatics check.
But I'm gonna grapple again.
Yeah, I mean, you could use the grapple now if that's your plan. Like, go ahead and roll the ballistics
How
check.
quickly
Like, plus
does
20.
it retract?
Pretty quickly, I imagine. Plus, there's no, like, resistance.
That's fair. I was just wondering if there was a chance for on its way
No!
back.
I would assume the grapple hook is like a trigger to kind of like repel it back. So as soon as it probably missed you, I probably like as soon as I turn around to go into the ship, I repel it back.
Ah, this
Barbosa.
made
I
me
just
think
didn't
the
know if I could
Barbosa.
grab onto the line.
That's the way it's gonna be, dude. It's another escape. You're like, mission
Barbo-
complete.
It's
Let's
always
get
this.
back.
Guys, there's not even fucking wind. There's not even.
There's not even atmosphere.
That lack
I'd
of
rather
wind.
have wind. This is a gene stealer horde.
All right.
Right.
So, Barbosa, your shot, unfortunately, with you moving through 0G, you're moving a lot faster than you thought you were going to, and it goes a little wide. You're trying to hook on to the dropship itself, and it does connect with the wing, but it skirts off the armor. You slam into the wall of the rent, and you take 1 wound. Which isn't too bad. It rattles you a little bit, but you also hear a hissing sound as you've punctured your void suit.
Was there duct tape in those supplies? Because I would have taken it if there was duct tape.
Obviously.
So you'll have 1 more round to get onto that ship before things will begin to happen to you. All right, Phalos, what's your plan?
Terrified. Did I have a chance to grab the line on its way back to his grapple gun, or that was in and
No.
out too quick?
No, that's
Didn't think so. Okay.
Do you have
Now-
Ferric lore still?
Hmm?
Do you have Ferric lore still? Like the.
No, that is a talent in this one, not a cybernetic, and it's not available to me yet. So, otherwise I would have vented shit. I just jumped up and just force pulled myself, Leia style. So instead, is there anything left for me to vent and just severely risk suffocation beyond just risking it?
okay.
Otherwise, I'm
It
gonna see if I can
wouldn't-
just get my mag.
It
boots
wouldn't
close
be
enough
a
to something.
risk to your suffocation. You vented
I would just
oxygen.
suffocate.
You would vent fluids next. You could vent fluids. You would suffer blood loss.
I mean, maybe. I guess the first thought before I go that far would, if I'm whizzing by ships and things, that I could potentially use mag boots to.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I'll try.
All right, go ahead and give me.
Fuck it. Would I have to
I'll-
physically manipulate the boots with hands, or could I try and reprogram them?
They're
somehow?
neurally. You guys all have some effect of neural input to interface with machines and things like that. It's not really talked about, but most of the technology, suits, armor, like vision stuff, shit like that, is neural interface stuff.
If that's the case, can I try and adjust how it works to try and kind of focus and intensify that magnet to just point myself feet first in the direction I want to go?
It would be a tech use check minus 30.
Alright.
That's badass.
Well, first I gotta... Hold on, I'm started rolling things. I gotta willpower check that first.
I keep forgetting you have that shit.
I am
Yes!
my
You've
God.
been so
Awesome.
top of it.
Insane.
The rolls have been on our side for the most
Wow.
part.
On me, I had 2 good rolls the entire session.
We're gonna use another fate point.
Those were really good rolls, though.
My problem is I keep crushing on the willpower, which is good, but all
Yeah.
those rolls would have succeeded. The shit I was actually trying to do.
Right?
Come on. You're good at this. You're a tech priest. This is your one job, damn it.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Single digit number.
It's been
all
s-
the degrees.
He's
He's a
just been
fucking
saving it
genius.
up for this one night.
Of course, I
Yo.
needed it here at the end because
Joe, you're gonna die next week. Like your
it's
character-
fine. Worth it.
Phalos is gonna like
Worth it.
explode.
Phalos got to be incredible for one session. That's all I needed.
Alright. So as you are whistling past this gunship upside down, you do the math. You think the math is good. And you vent a small amount of fluid, mostly plasma and water, a little bit of red blood cell, stuff like that. Enough to corkscrew you around while at the same time you reroute the life support from your void suit into the magnification of the boots. And you essentially turn a 180 and just clamp down onto the roof of this thing. So you're on the ship, but I also need a toughness check plus 10.
Right, fair enough.
Okay, you take
I did some
one.
shit. Well, that's the toughness. Hold on, that was the
Oh,
willpower.
yeah.
This is now a flat toughness.
Motherfucker.
Okay, you're fine. You're holding your breath. You're like, yep, I got this shit.
Joe, you're finally doing it. The rolls are on your side.
Doing it. Is this how you Warhammer, guys?
Do you want to stay on the exterior of the ship, or would you like to make your way
please.
inside?
I would like to walk inside.
No, please.
Okay.
It would be badass in a different scenario to just ride this ship out into space. I need air.
So, as you clomp down the whole of the ship, the guardsman will see the shadow and turn with a Slaz gun pointing up, thinking you're a Gene Stealer. See, it's you. Then turn back to his autocannon and keep thundering it. And, as you climb aboard, Modius.
Got 2.
Right, so I'm just floating in space.
Yeah, you're being propelled forward at a significant speed.
Toward the ship, or do I have to redirect?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, do I need to? Because
You will
otherwise I'll
need
just
to-
keep going.
I mean, if you make it to the floor, you could engage your mag boots again and, run over.
Would it take more than just the use of my staff to get me to the direction I need to go?
Yes. Unless you would like to hit the wall and bounce off of that.
It's possible. I can either do that, or I can make use of what I saw Phalos do and try and propel myself some specific way.
How are you going to propel yourself?
Not
We're
in the
not
same way that Phalos did.
That was a pretty stiff tech use text.
He did vent his oxygen,
Right.
which I would say you'd have to do a tech use check, but you could. Do you have tech use?
Oh, fuck no.
Fuck. Yeah, then you would have no idea how to vent your oxygen in this thing.
That looks like a good idea. I
Yeah,
gotta figure out how to do
it's
that.
not designed to be able to be vented. Like, that's not a thing that it is supposed to do.
Well, what is difficult terrain? Is that what we're actually in?
Pretty much. It would count
Because I
differently if you guys were in combat.
To be specific, Void of Custom says that in zero gravity, it's not difficult terrain.
Okay.
I guess it doesn't mean that
what-
I can literally just hover and go where I want, but I
No.
mean, it's got to be something that...
So I'll say, I'll give you, if you want to go off the wall, I'll give you a plus 20 to an agility check
Okay.
to be able to tumble in a way to absorb the impact. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
you are able to tuck and roll essentially yourself, minimizing the impact and absorbing it in your own muscles and joints. It is a big strain on your body, and you feel the ligaments and tendons being stretched out to their max, but you do manage to mitigate the impact. You are positioned very close to Barbosa, who's kind of just floating there.
Not my first time.
Would you like to stay and attempt to help Barbosa, or would you like to go to the ship?
I might stay, I think.
Okay.
Having a grip and that staff, I might be able to help somebody get on board that just
Alright.
misses.
So
if it comes to that.
the cloud now of Gene Stealers is closer, a huge swooping mass, and you see far off where you first entered the hangar, the bulkhead bulging out again and again with these huge impacts trying to burst through. At least 10 meters high up, this bulge is emerging. Something is huge is trying to get into that hangar. But
Ooh, we heard about this guy, I think.
Barbosa,
So with Modius right there with his big stick,
yes.
what I'm basically thinking is like we do some kind of like tandem lever thing where like I grab the stick and kind of like fling him and then like hold
You
on
wanna,
to the stick.
you wanna like boomerang yourself down? I think I see what you're going for.
Because I'm like
I like
up
where you're
against the
going.
wall, like it bounced off the wall,
Mhm.
right? So like turn my mag boots on for a second, and then kind of grab the stick and
Swing,
fling him, and then like because I
release
got
boots.
and then release boots, and then use his forward momentum to basically like carry myself through the air.
I love it.
Like Thor, but using
I like it.
Modius as Mjolnir.
And
Yeah.
then like I have a robotics arm that gives me
Mhm.
plus 10 strength, so I figure I should be able to like
I'll give you an
really haul
additional. I'll give you an additional plus 10 for Modius staying behind to help you.
Okay. So what would this would it be a strength test? Would it be an acrobatics test?
It would have to be strength based.
So strength plus 10. Okay. Which is going to be slightly less
You also
than
get
if I just did
you also get the
acrobatics.
plus 10 with your arms, right?
Oh, so plus 10 plus. Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Excellent. Got it.
Plus 20.
Oh no, but even with that, it's still going to be slightly less than if I just did acrobatics. Come to think
So
of
if you
it.
do acrobatics, you still get a plus 10 with that.
But is it cool though?
Man up. Not as cool.
Aw.
You may die
Yeah.
if you don't do this though. Just so you know.
I know, but it's like I'm just thinking like if I just did a straight, I wonder if there's a different thing I can do. Being
Could I use my
ninja-y.
contortionist skill to get down into the form of Mjolnir?
I will
Could
say
use
you
more
could
throw.
use your contortionist form, and it's actually I'm going to need a willpower check from you, Barbosa. See, essentially, you know that spear in Dark Souls 3 of the Pygmy King that's curled around the lady's spear?
No, but okay.
Yeah,
So
that's happening.
I
So
don't
I'm
need
looking
a
at-
power
I'm looking
test?
at
that
it
will
as soon
that
as
will
we
give
can.
you that will give no sense now. He has compressed his mass. That will give you another plus 10, so it'd be plus 30.
to my strength. Okay,
Yes.
so that makes it worth doing that. So plus 30. So I have to get below a 71.
Where did we
Okay.
go with this? How did we get here?
If we have to get out of
Oh! Oh!
Okay.
I hurl him as a monstrous spear towards, and I just attach myself and I hold on. I throw.
So you essentially
I navigate the
Mjolnir.
navigator towards.
You know, ending off a mission is never, just something
Why
like.
can't we ever just like fucking leave
It's either
somewhere?
Couple of good
wind or
rolls
getting
and-
stuck next to bombs. It's never good.
It's never
what?
combat. Combat's fine. It's like walking across the room. Oh, the perils!
Going up a friggin' elevator.
And again, the irony of the Switch. Walking past ship after ship. That old Balos could have been like, hey, hop into any one of these. We'll just be gone.
There are
Oh god.
literally
Yeah,
hundreds
had we
of
not switched, I would have teleported and been done like 15 minutes ago.
So, Barbosa, you enact this plot that you've contrived, and you fling the two of you towards the opening in the dropship. I'm gonna roll a d10. If it's 1 to 5, Phalos or Modius impacts. If it's 6 to 10, Barbosa impacts. Alright. Modius, you impact the hole, taking
Oh, fuck.
9 impact to your... I'll say with your contortionist, you'll be able to choose what part of your body that is at. For
It would just
armor's
have
sake.
it'd be my body at that point.
Okay.
So that's soak 4 of it.
Soak 4? Okay, so you'll take 5 wounds of impact.
Holy shit.
But you are inside the drop ship, and as soon as you guys make your way, the guardsman
5 of
again
7.
pulls his las gun like, what the fuck is going on?
Don't
Closes,
worry about
still thundering away. With the Gene Stealers are very close now. You can actually some of the blood and viscera from the back spray of the impact of the rounds are spraying into the ship. Like this guy's just
Holy shit.
barely holding them off. I assume you guys are firing as well with him.
I was gonna say, is there
yeah.
any other guns to hop on? Like,
No,
is there
no.
another heavy stubber? or
This
something?
was not supposed to be what happened.
I'm dumping everything. I'm just like,
Yeah, you guys are contributing. As soon as you guys are all reported on board, you guys do automatically connect into the ship-wide box. The pilot will spin the ship around, gunning the engines as this plume of white-hot heat expenditure from the engines emoliates hundreds of them in the backwash as you guys rip into space, the door closing as you guys exit into the void. There's a few minutes of heavy breathing, you guys checking each other over, you guys checking your suits, your wounds, shit like that. The guardsman's reloading. There's a lot of chatter now. As you get closer to the constant visual, you hear an SOS. This is Inquisitorial Vessel, the Constant Vigil. This is Lord Inquisitor. I forgot his name.
Balthazar.
Balthazar? Yeah. Lord Inquisitor Balthazar. I request immediate Death Watch assistance. We're under attack. And
My spiky boys!
there's a thudding and a thundering against the hull of debris. This has no windows, because windows are stupid.
Thought for sure it was Tyranids on the outside of the ship.
We're fucked.
And you'll hear over the Vox. Actually, yeah, what do you guys want to do?
What I want to do is I want to reload all my guns and fucking get some duct tape and or
Start
whatever the
blasting.
fuck they got for fucking suit patching. Patch my fucking suit where it was leaking air, and then fucking get ready. See if there's any bolters or anything on this ship I can grab. Anything fucking chunky.
Should
I want to see what's out there.
Should I try to heal Modius?
I'm gonna. In
Please.
fact, I'm gonna use my arms awareness and go and try and scan.
I
and
just
see
went
if I
from
can see
7
what's
to
going on
2.
outside.
Wounds.
I'm rolling to.
I have a med kit on me, actually.
Oh, thank God. I rolled a 4. Okay, so it works without I'm so terrified of rolling a 9 on this vessel and just imploding.
Psycher. Yeah.
Yeah.
After a minute of Darth Vader breathing, since I vented all that air, once I'm back to normal, I'll see if I can make contact with the captain, since the Inquisitor seems to be occupied.
The message is a repeating message.
Oh, in that case, I'll reach for the Inquisitor.
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm like, I got like a gun in one hand and my other hand's up, like beeping. I'm like shining it at the walls, like they're on the fucking outside of the shit, mate. I'll bet you anything they fucking are.
Inquisitorial channels are an array of the screams of the dying, shouted orders, and the sounds of combat. Barbosa, the stuff you're detecting outside it's nothing living, nothing's like clamped onto the ship. It's a lot of space debris that wasn't here before. Like, you remember, like, this white dwarf, I finally remembered what the fuck these things' names are called. That was the only thing in this system. It's just a lonely star. You guys are basically using the system as a place to psychologically sort of rest between your transitions through the warp when the Beacon of Hope entered it. So there shouldn't be debris.
Alright, new plan. We're gonna just fly this thing right towards the engines of the Constant Vigil. We're gonna hook it up to the warp drive and ride this bitch straight to Terra. We don't need to deal with all this problem.
That sounds like a horrible idea.
I thought you were gonna say we just drive it straight into the engines and end it all.
I mean, yeah.
No.
I'm gonna secure our, corpse cargo, strap it down into something, so I don't have to worry about that, and then I can be ready for whatever happens when we open the door once we get on the vigil.
I should note real fast, Modius, I can only do that. Well, I could do it as many times as I want, but if I do it again within 6 hours, you make a toughness
Don't
check.
do the psycher stuff.
You take a toughness check. If you fail, it's a toughness check plus 10. If you fail that check, you instead of healing, you take 1d5 damage.
Seriously?
And that's
Man, fuck all that.
And there's no soak. It's just straight damage.
Yeah, I have 5, so I mean, a good roll could actually kill me.
So I can only heal you once.
I wanna consider using my last fate point on that perception check for
Okay.
navigator ability.
Up to you.
Because that could tell me basically exactly what is out there or what's going on. I think it's worth it.
Go for it.
Okay. It's only a 39. I gotta bump up my perception.
Wow.
Ooh, I did get it. Nice.
Wow. All right. So now you sense, or before you sensed two celestial...
After my healing and all.
Yeah. After you regain blood and like organ function from your shattered ribcage, you reach out into the warp and try to perceive the celestial bodies around you, where before you perceived two, the Constant Vigil and the Beacon of Hope. Now there is one, and there seems to be some sort of dark, twisted umbilical between them.
Shit.
Fucking aliens.
Barbosa, maybe you're right. Witches aren't that bad, huh?
Yeah, like honestly, like I miss witches. You know, they just summon demons and
I
shit.
miss witches.
They roll
Yeah.
badly, we win. It's all
Yeah,
good.
like,
Easy peasy,
They
right?
literally just like try to do their abilities on us and they die. You just yeah.
Barbosa's gonna like be like, oh, I need to get some witchy powers now.
This is how you fall to chaos. That's it.
Just that
That's
comment
literally
right
what happens.
there. That's that.
That is literally what happens. That is the step to radicalism.
Oh, I knew
All
you
of
were
a
like
sudden,
this.
witches aren't that bad.
Right. As you guys continue your travel, the channels eventually just it's too much noise. There's too much talking. There's complete panic and disarray aboard the ship. You will hear aboard the shipwide box the pilot go, "All right, boys, we're coming in hot, and our flames will scorch the alien off of the beauty of our ship. Praise to the Emperor." He's gonna roll now.
Sight sign of the Aquila and you know everything like that, but also getting swords out and ready to fucking.
Anything I can do to assist, I will. Even if it's just praying to the machine spirits.
It's okay. He passes.
Yeah,
He's more machine than man at this point, so he gets a lot of buffs. You feel
drip some of your oil on that
impacts.
bitch.
Just like one for the homie right now.
Right.
Just all over the inside of the ship.
Pouring out for the dead
poured,
homies.
just poured oil all over the electronics.
Tip my 40 to your memory.
Fucking. There is impact and rattling against the hulls. Sound now as you have entered some sort of stable atmosphere, most likely the void shields engaging as you enter the ship, which is a good sign that the void shields are still up.
Good.
Yeah.
As the door opens, the gunner standing at the door pulls back the charging hand on the autocannon before he is pulled up over the ship by a pair of reaching talons. And you hear him scream before a moment before there is a shower of viscera and carrion. The hangar is an open warfare. There are positions of Imperial Guard and ship crews held out in small positions in bunkers. There are many things are on fire. There are alarms sounding off. There are klaxons. Give me awareness checks, plus 20.
Well,
And if you have anything else that goes on top of that, go ahead and add it.
Hopefully it should be fun.
It's sight-based.
Fuck it.
You have 3 eyes.
Yeah, my target's 69.
Nice.
so you said it's sight-based, so no
Yes.
sound or...
Oh,
Smell.
I didn't roll my
2 degrees.
D10 for last
For
one.
this, it is sight-based. For this check.
Yes, I got my fate point back.
Oh, well.
Nice. 2 degrees of success for me.
How what?
29, and I
Alright.
had a 4.
There's a good fucking roll. Fuck me
Nice.
sideways.
3.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Lothos, Phalos.
Nice.
I failed the roll. I was just making sure
Ow.
if it mattered the degrees of failure. Because I forgot to roll the willpower first. So I'm still crushing those.
Crushing it.
Barbosa and Lothos, as you look out into the melee, you were able to pick out one of these creatures. They look healthier than the ones that you encountered aboard the Beacon of Hope. Similar still, though, the protrusions out of their arms looking as though the bones of the person themselves having been automatically reutilized into these sharp, jagged bone spikes that rip people apart. This ovipositor reaching out through a slit in the sternum as the bone peels back, almost like an eye or mouth, as this tendril reaches out and worms its way down the throat of corpses and guardsmen. For a moment they sit there and then they twitch as their bones and bodies begin to come back to life.
Oh, fuck that.
Fuck these fucking
Oh,
aliens,
hell no.
bro.
And as
Yeah.
you hear the roar of a flamer, we're going to end the session for the night.
We can't though.
Oh.
'Cause next week I'm gonna be Phalos again, and not Super Phalos. Oh my good lord.
It's fine. What could go wrong?
Everything.
Everything.
Could.
Everything.
What
I
could
crushed
not
it on
go
rolls
wrong?
all night. I didn't take
Phalo-
a single wound.
Phalos is gonna go nuclear next session and just blow up the
Yeah,
entire
right.
ship.
All right. Well, if anyone's watching, I hope you enjoyed the show. This has
fun.
been Warhammer 40k Dark Heresy in his name. I've been Dylan. I've been your guys' game master. This has been Phalos, Lothos, Modius, and Barbosa. We'll see you guys next week.
Cheers.